We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Hey, Blue 60. 54 Mike. Ricky. Bang, 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 bang.
On first down, Stafford here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number one from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Down. 10 logo.
59. I can't believe they let you play.
Squeeze. Get it.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
80 weapons. 36. Hey, team 6. Wide, get wide. Now.
On second and 9, Jones, and he whips that one incomplete there. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin. Third down here.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Five.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Now Jones to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. First and 15 following the delay of game. Throwing is Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Matt. And got his man complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the Colts 40-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I got you. I got you.
Now Stafford. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. To throw is Stafford. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. Check. No. General West. 2.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
You got it.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
30 base. 59. Protein spill. Hey, Charlie. Check. Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Jones on 3rd and 2. He'll let this go for the end zone. That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long alert. It's going to be a long day.
Now it's Freeman. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Mike 54. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, he's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Yes.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
One-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
61, match box, right. Go.
Now Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but now a hit and a loose football. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
On the set.
59, Mike. Check, 59. I'm here all day.
Hey, orbit.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Now.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 16 yards, a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
2nd down and goal. Jones. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Undercrunch.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. It's caught. Cooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. On the stop was T.J. McDonald.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
From the 44, Stafford. Wilson's got it complete. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home.
11.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing again. Stafford. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Easy.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hurry. Breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Mike spot 4.
Again, it's Stafford. To Boyle here over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
Hey.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. You that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando. All the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday National Football League. Now this throw caught left side. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Gets it off to Freeman. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Get ready.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Just like that. Mike, hey, Zoom. 59. Go, go, go. 59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Let's go.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Jones. Throwing again. Campbell making the catch. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, Jones. This is Johnson. He's got it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Back to throw. Jones. Catch made here by Campbell. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Jones now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's first and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. Jones. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Watch the car. Watch the car.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Here's Johnson. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the slant.
Again, it's Johnson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Now Jones operating from the gun. Complete. It's Johnson.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this one is right down Broadway. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10.
132 fighter. Hey, box truck. Fight.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Back to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, There was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Stafford on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Here's Freeman. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you.
Fifty.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
Jones off the play fake. And he slings one that's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, that's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
High 7.
Jones now on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On first down, Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
55.
Here's the 2nd and 7. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jones throwing on first down. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screenplay.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him to mess up.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Devin Funchess with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's get it.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's go,
To throw again, Stafford. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
To the air again, Stafford. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
Hey, tight.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go, D.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Terrence Williams, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're caught.
He's got daylight. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kerryon Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Mike's 5-4. Hey, I got you, son. I got you, son. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm here all day.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Caught by Wilson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Stafford now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. He gets it to Matthews, complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Buccaneers first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Albert Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
First down, Colts.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
49, check 49, check 49. Hey, echo.
Now Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Down. 70, Indy.
59. I'm coming. Check 3, check.
Topper.
Tighten up.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down.
That's it.
So let's see what this is about.
Let's go.
Let's go. 8, read. Stay with your man. Let's go.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal.